They probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First down. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Now Burrow on first down. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Steps away to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Being chased out left. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a
touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray. To Mixon on the check down. Give him 7 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, he finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. Adrian Peterson, touchdown. Adrian Peterson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners getting ready to kick this off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Dancing to his left. And that will be complete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And here's Murray on the keeper.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 45 to Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Forced out to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A final shot before half for Murray. Escaping the pressure right.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.